Ramble Jam Podcast.
Ramble Jam Podcast.
I'm Brad. I love NASA. And I love, I don't know, whatever season this is.
Hey, it's Panda. I love NASA. Well, I do love NASA. I really do. It came out, guys. I've been trying to not to.
Yeah.
I got really excited. I love rockets. I like it all. But I only kind of like fall the claiming it is at this point.
I'm Dan. I despise NASA. Are you kidding me?
What?
Billions of dollars. What? I'm just kidding. I love NASA. I want to be clear. I despise whatever the movie.
We love it not because it's easy, but because it is hard.
Kind of like you
Don't
doing that
ask what
accent.
your NASA could do for you. That's
right.
Ask for what you can do for your
That's
NASA.
One small step for the despise.
And one giant leap for Deck the
Hallmark
Hallmark
Podcast.
Podcast. That was one of the better ones.
Unbelievable.
Were we doing John F. Kennedy doing Neil Armstrong?
Yes, that's correct.
I want to make sure that I'm on board with what we're doing before we go any further.
One giant leap.
For Deck the Hallmark.
I love those boys.
They're great.
This
I think
movie's
you
not
should
fall,
hop
but I
everyone.
will fall for this movie.
Guys, how are you?
Oh,
Great.
man,
You
so
know why?
good.
Why?
I'm not sitting up high.
Not sitting up
My
back?
knee's not hurting.
We got our
I'm
new
here.
We got our new Christmas set.
Christmas cozy,
Is,
baby.
is this what we're doing for the thons?
It's not what we're doing for the thon.
The marathon will
Thon's
be on
going to
the
be
couches.
a set 3.0 B.
Is this
That's
going to be our
important.
new shindig for
This
a while?
is
This
Season
is
4,
This is
yeah.
a season 4 shindig.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
season 4 shindig.
You feel good
Cozy.
about it though?
I love it.
Feels
It's way more comfortable.
What do you,
Yeah.
the people at home? What do you feel about these? Just looking at the bottom of these boys.
Look, you put me on the ground level, and then you put a table of this caliber in front of me. My feet are going.
I wrapped it in Christmas wrapping paper,
Once again,
hoping that it wouldn't be what you did.
if these are the things that are in front of me, that's what's happening.
I put books. I should have put more things.
Panda's feet are on there. Not giving him a hard time.
I did say both of you.
Okay.
So yes, I did. Also, I mean, guys, look at this.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me right now with this?
We're a week out.
We are a
Oh my
week
gosh.
out. Officially 1 week from
Unbelievable.
today. Hopefully, Lord willing.
Creek don't rise.
And the
And it's going to be in the stores, right?
It's going to be an actual
I
stores.
went into the Barnes and Noble here in Greenville.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, I need to know if you're going to have a book. And they said, okay, what's the name of the book? And I said, are people asking for other books? And she looked it up and she said, I think so.
Oh, wow.
So, that's
we
pretty
may or
exciting.
may not be in Barnes & Noble. This is exciting.
You know what I'm
That's
thinking
exactly right.
Is that with the supply chain issue, we snuck through the crack somehow, and we're going to be the only book for sale. And so people are going to have to, if they want to read books, it's in without having a Kindle.
Well, I wanted to get my kid Harry Potter, but
looks like it's this one.
God, Deck the Hallmark.
I think that's the play. That's the goal.
This is it.
I was trying to buy David Copperfield. Deck the Hallmark.
Who are you?
I love this person.
Whoever it is.
Whoever this person is, I do
it
want to
like-
also let you know we're doing a book release party next Tuesday.
Yes, with Polaha.
Word bookstores, something
Yes.
up there. But it doesn't matter where it is because it's going to be virtual for everybody.
That's right.
Polaha's going to be there. Alonzo's going to be there. It's $5, and that $5 can go towards buying another copy of the book.
I mean, come on.
So
Come hang with us.
come
next
hang with us.
Tuesday,
That's exactly right. You're going to.
7:30 Eastern.
That's exactly right.
Well, I wanted to buy the Count of Monte Cristo, but I guess I'll go get a signature.
I think that you can. I don't know if you can put the $5 towards any book or if it's just our book.
I think you have to put it toward our book.
Because I was going to say you can put it towards the Monte Cristo.
If you want to put it toward a Dumas classic, you go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, sir?
Well, I think I'll go ahead and get a Neil Gaiman's new one.
Neil Diamond's got a book.
I love it.
Sweet Caroline in the City. It's a look back at the show Caroline in the City through the eyes of Neil Diamond. It is flying off the shelves. Tell me you wouldn't buy that book. Tell me you wouldn't.
Is that Caroline Ray?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's the girl from Back to the Future. Why can't I?
Oh,
think of her
Hot Shell Ray.
Hot shit. It's been a really messed up week, and I will say that first off, 7 days of torture
That's it?
and 7 days of dinner. It's
Oh,
unbelievable.
hold hold on. Now you've piqued my interest.
Yeah, my girlfriend went and cheated on me.
Well, that's on you because she is a California dime.
California dime. But I got to be honest, time for me to quit her.
Nah, man.
Oh, well,
Nah.
doesn't matter.
Nah.
Oh, well,
Nah. We're going at it tonight.
Yep.
Is there a
Leah
party
Thompson.
anywhere?
Leah Thompson is the girl from Back to the Future in Caroline in the City. Party's on the rooftop, top of the world,
Thank
by the way.
you. Speaking of Party on the Rooftop, we are going to be doing our Season 4 kickoff marathon this Saturday live on the YouTubes. deckthehallmark.com/live will take you to that page,
will.
and you'll be able to chat with us all day long. We're starting at 6 a.m. Eastern, going all day long. We'll be watching me, you, and the Christmas, whatever the
You
Friday
mean the
night.
pre?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
The Friday night movie we'll be watching Saturday evening before the new ones kick off. Then we'll be watching Saturday night movies live and recording all those episodes. It's going to be a jam-packed day full of fun, full of presents, full of special guests.
I think we're going to give away 3 or 4 books, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
during that time.
Yes.
And you've been looking for a reason to get out the Christmas decorations. Just be honest. This is your excuse. This
right.
is it. We kick it off. We kick off the season on Saturday. Put up your decorations. Hang out with us all day. Go.
The Bramble Jam Plus subscribers can chat along live while they're watching this. And Jennifer's 8-year-old just asked, did that guy work for NASA?
I'm saying it's weird, Brand. It's a weird shirt.
You know what?
You better believe I'm showing up for the marathon in NASA gear. You better believe.
Exact head to toe.
If you don't, I'm going to be upset.
I know.
Are you guys ready to talk about Advice to Love by?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
You didn't think that was the name of it, or
Yeah,
what?
no. For a
Okay.
brief, it sounded off.
It's
but
almost
now
like it's a
you're right.
bad title.
Oh, it originally aired on October 16th, 2021.
No,
Nobody?
2021.
I don't know what you.
We
want.
never sold that year.
We didn't
It
sell
has been a
This year's
tough
almost
year.
over.
Yeah.
It's been a
It's a
tough
really,
year.
really tough week. Messed up, even.
Anything?
I've been there.
Where?
Polls.
What?
It's a callback from 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Rick
it is a
in
great
his
bit.
own world.
And it went a little,
different polls.
Yep.
it went a little something like this. Kendall Turner is a popular author, similar to us. Our status as authors.
Yeah. Except she's written multiple books that people have bought.
Well,
We've written a book that hasn't come out yet, and some people have pre-ordered it.
that's right.
It's pretty much the same.
Pretty
Except
much
one
the
happens
same.
than the other.
I'm getting word from Tammy New York Times. They're starting to carve out our names. That's how confident they are. In the New York Times bestsellers, they're carving it onto the stone.
Wow.
We are, from what I understand, an Orlando Sentinel bestseller already.
Well,
We did it, gang.
it is the Orlando Sentinel.
That's right. That's top of the heap.
Hey guys, you joke about the Orlando Sentinel, but I grew up reading the Sentinel, and it would be an honor as a NASA representative to show up in the Orlando Sentinel best time sellers.
did it already.
Best time sellers.
Sold 3 copies. Brian Harrell got us on the list by making you puke cookies.
Thanks, Brian.
Orlando Sentinel didn't know what to do. They were just like, oh, whoa, no, that's 30 copies. Don't know what to do.
Kendall-
What about the list?
Kendall Turner is a popular author who writes about the science of love. Now, love is science.
It is.
Dr. Lovestruck, on the other hand, is an anonymous writer of a
You
magazine
Lovestruck.
who believes the exact opposite. The love's all about grand gestures.
Love struck. Love struck.
What are you? Were you bringing up the crane? And
Yeah,
popping
I
the-
was trying to, but there's not a lot.
Yeah,
I
you
really
were
wanted
like
to go.
this
I did.
or
I
this?
wanted to do this, but I didn't want to knock over my Diet
that's
Coke.
fair.
It was a real conundrum.
What, you think we'll be out by
Dr.
midnight?
Lovestruck's real name is Nathan. And Nathan's boss says, hey, you gotta interview Kendall Turner as Nathan Hart, but like I think you'll have an interesting insight seeing as how you are secretly Dr. Lovestruck. And if you do really good, you might get a big promotion. You might not have to be Dr. Lovestruck for the rest of your life. This sounds pretty good to him. And so he goes to a book signing and starts to ask her questions. Very intense questions. She's like, what's up with this guy? But then he finds out, this guy is wanting to interview her essentially for this story. And so they start to actually kind of dig one another. So Kendall comes up with an idea for her next book, which is I'm going to put, all of my theories about love science to the test and write about that. For
I'm sorry.
not yet. She might be though.
Okay. She could be.
Love struck.
Go listen to the song.
Da, 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 da.
Love struck.
That's that weird, that weird lounge version. Thunderstruck.
So they start to hang
Brian
out.
Setzer's orchestra did a Thunderstruck cover.
Love struck. So they start hanging out, and he's doing it for the article. She's doing it for the book. And they do it all for the cookie. So they start to hang out a ton, and she's like, oh, man, I'm falling for this guy. All of my ideas, my theories, they're working. So she starts to write the book, and she feels like at this point, now that I'm putting pen to paper, I should come clean about what I'm doing here. And he finds out, and he's like, no problem. I got a secret of my own that I'm not going to disclose at this point in time. He, but they keep hanging out, loving each other and whatnot. Nathan then gets a promotion, yeah? And so he's not going to have to be Dr. Lovestruck anymore.
That's right.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Love struck.
Were you doing the cat there?
I'm just doing the lounge version of it. I don't know if you've heard.
So now that he's not going to be Dr. Lovestruck anymore, he feels like now I can come clean because I don't have this secret.
That's
I
right.
don't have to be anonymous anymore. So it does not go well. She feels duped by the Dr. Lovestruck. And he's like, boy, I really shouldn't have done that, huh? So her book is done. It's ready to go. And Nate is now ready to plan some sort of big romantic gesture, as he does. And he decides, I'm going to show up for this book thingy and ask a question about the guy that she's writing about in the book. And basically says, man, this guy's a lucky duck, huh? You ever think you could end up with that boy, huh? You ever think you maybe forgive and let go? And so, afterwards, they meet back up. He apologizes. They end up kissing, and they dance. And that, my friends, was
Love struck.
Advice to Love Bite.
We did it.
We're doing great.
We are rolling through this first segment.
Let's take a
30
quick break.
minutes deep.
Let's take a quick break, and we will come back, and I believe we will break this movie down with 4 segments.
I love it.
That's the plan
It's a
right
great
now.
idea.
And you know what? But I am
You're open to
flexible.
suggestions?
I'm open to suggestions.
There, you have the suggestion box right next to you. So just look at it and take a gander, see what we got, and then we'll go from there.
Suggestion box was backwards.
That's right. What in the world?
All right.
We're on a tape delay a little bit on the internet, like 5-10 seconds behind, and getting to see you awkwardly turn that around was kind of worth my evening. In all honesty, it was pretty
Thank
great.
you.
You're welcome.
You got to see
Here
it
to
in
help.
real time and in tape
But
delay
it was
time.
better on the screen.
It always says. It always says. BrainWellGenPlus.com if you want to watch along and
come
chat
on.
along live. It
Who wouldn't?
really
Only way to do
is
it.
a boogaloos of fun.
Boogaloos.
Boogaloos.
Interesting.
Hey guys, do you want to break this movie down?
Let's do it.
I think we should start with the hot take, where we each share exactly how we felt about this movie. My favorite hot taker
I'm here.
is The Undertaker, WWE's Undertaker.
Oh.
right after
Yeah.
him.
But right after him, it's you.
Okay, good.
And-
And that's fair.
And but it's
Undertaker's
close.
great.
Undertaker
Are you
is
going to
great.
be able to see over all those fall fields that you're just like?
Oh yeah,
neck
I'm
deep
gonna.
in?
Yeah, I know it. It's gonna be tough. Gonna be tough.
What do you think about this movie, pal?
Guys? This movie is. It's tough sledding. It just is. First of all, no fall. Second of all, This movie is dialogue heavy, even for a Hallmark movie. It is watching people go on a couple dates that aren't particularly interesting dates. And for me, that does not make a great movie. And the plot is fine. I don't mind this trope that Hallmark does, but I was just bored this entire movie. I did not like it. So it is a no from me. But I'll actually say, as I was thinking about this, this could be the third best fall movie we have. Even though there's no fall, he is in a coat at some point, and it seems like chilly weather. So what you have then is Roadhouse Romance as the best fall movie.
And then Taking the Reins.
Taking the Reins because they have foliage. And then this movie's
Vice
third.
to Love By.
That is horrifying.
So you got more fall last year.
Yeah. This is the worst
What
fall
was
year.
last year?
Was it Love Under the Olive Tree?
Yeah.
And a couple others?
And there was like one or two others.
And, the rest.
Yeah.
Country at Heart.
Country,
Yeah.
Nile Mater's Soul.
Nile Mater.
Oh, that movie's way more fall than what we've gotten
Absolutely. This has been the worst fall year. I really did not think that they were going to do this. I really thought that they would bring some heat. They did nothing.
They brought heat. That was the problem.
You know,
Too much. It's a
Okay.
summer feels. Am I
I
right?
see what you
Oh,
did
give me an iced tea.
So this is what I'm gonna say. First of all, I really, really like both of these leads. Thought they were both delightful. This is our guy from that movie
Brooks
that
Darnell.
you and I like. And
Winter Getaway.
yes,
Which would, and I was going to say, this movie's more or Winter Getaway's more interesting because it goes on interesting dates.
sure. All I'm saying is I like both
Yeah,
of these
he's
leads.
great.
I like him a lot. I really like her. I thought she was quite delightful. I agree. It was dialogue heavy, but I liked them together quite a bit. I will say it didn't feel like this was like one of those, classic, like, hey, I lied to you by not telling you the truth. And after that fact, it all felt a little jumbled at the end here.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm finally going to tell you the truth, and then I'm going to fix it by just like showing up to your event and like
takes
making
him
it weird.
25 minutes
And-
to tell the truth.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna be cool and dance. And so the ending of this movie was really weird. But I enjoyed it. I thought this movie was fine, and it's mainly because of the two leads and how much I enjoyed watching them dialogue together. I did quite enjoy them, and so because of that, good for Brad.
Yeah, I hope that Brooks Darnell finds a good movie at some point to be in, because I do think that he is really, really solid in this movie. It also has Erin Westbrook is the girl's name. She's good. Brooks Darnell I like a lot.
She was in Glee, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I
She's
watch,
in
like,
Riverdale nowadays.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Here's what I would say is the best parts of this movie felt as though Brooks Darnell and Erin Westbrook were improvising. Like the script was DOA, and any scene where they get a chance to play and it's clear that they're affecting the script, it works a little better. But it's a classic, like Hitch meets How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days meets Fashionably Yours, weirdly, where they're kind of touring the city, and it's not as good as any of those movies. I was not happy watching this movie. I did like it more than Winter Getaway, though, because I don't know if it's the trope that I liked or I like those two together. But Winter Getaway just was like, it was a non-starter for me. This movie,
I would implore you to go back and watch Winter Getaway.
Here's what I would say. I'm going to agree with you. Aside from that, clearly, what kills this movie? The movie is like a C- for the first hour. The last 20 minutes are F-. Like, but is there something sub-zero? The last 20 minutes of this movie are awful. Their chemistry is gone. They don't know how to handle this honesty bit.
Yeah.
They don't know how to handle the end of this movie. It's weird. The grand romantic gesture looks like they've literally never met before. The kiss is weird. The scene after the romantic gesture is weird. The first hour I thought was passable entertainment. The last 20 is some of the worst that we've ever seen. So, Brooks Darnell, though, I think let's find this guy a good movie. She was like a Kat Dennings knockoff to me. Is it Kat Dennings? Who's the Netflix girl that we really like?
I know what you're talking about.
Who you know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking
If it's not Kat Dennings, it's somebody else. I'm going to look it up, but I'm pretty sure it might be. I don't know.
about. Yeah,
knows?
sure.
It's not Kat Dennings. That she's from Two Broke
Two
Girls.
Broke
Yeah.
Girls, yeah.
It's a different cat.
Two brew.
I just remember the two part.
Two. I remember two, and that's all you need to know. Let's get to all the feels part. Shall we talk about what in this movie gave us feels? Pan, any feels for you?
Not particularly. I'm sitting there trying to think of something that really stood out for this movie. This movie is super forgettable to me. Yeah, no, I didn't really get any sort of real feels. The grand romantic gesture, the parts that were supposed to land just didn't work for me. Yeah, so no feels.
My feels, Cat Graham is who you're looking for.
Cat Graham. That's it.
The feels that I got, so there's a guy who works or owns this bookstore.
Yeah.
The guy who's also been in, I think, three
Three
movies
other
in the
movies
last
this fall.
month.
Yeah.
And he comes up to her and is asking for advice, and it seems like he's saying, "Hey, I want to ask you out.
That's right.
What do you say?" And so she gives purposely bad advice, which
right.
is don't do anything. And then an hour later, we find out that it's not her, it's somebody else, and it actually worked. Him not doing anything made her finally take the leap and ask him out. And I don't know why that made me happy. I think partially I didn't actually think that was what was going to happen. I actually thought he was into her.
Really?
Yeah. Like I could see it going either way, but like I didn't think they were going to set it up like that. I just didn't expect that. And so when it finally happened and they had this fun little thing going on, I don't know, it gave me feels. I liked it.
Oh, good.
I said what I said.
Good for you, buddy. I had one thing that I don't think they quite landed the plane on, but I like the idea of it. I like the banter about him getting to pick his pseudonym for the book. Like, I thought that was more real to life. She's like, "Hey, I'm going to write a book about our relationship. And are you going to keep my name anonymous?" "Yes." "Can I pick my name?" There was something about that made me chuckle, that I enjoyed him understanding the whole bit between the relationship, not taking it seriously, and then having fun picking a name. Now, they don't really do it very well, but the idea of that I thought was really good. So I had feels there.
Okay.
And I thought it was the best banter of the movie from them two. Like they clearly had a connection there. The chemistry was there for that.
Yes. I like that too.
Yeah.
Hey, let's take a quick break. We'll come back with the wait what and the what the hallmarks. The last what the hallmark of fall.
Wow. Think we're going to have anything?
We'll see. Uh-oh, we're back, everybody. I'm sorry. I was, doing some light.
You on the phone of the space station?
Yeah, I
Trying
was
to get,
saying, hey,
get the latest.
Alon? Yeah?
You're talking to Elon Musk.
Yeah, space.
So you call him Alon?
Well,
That's weird.
his closest
One,
friends
and
do.
two, he's not really doing anything with NASA, is he?
No,
Is
he's
he?
SpaceX there, but
Yeah.
they're on the Cape together, and they actually they're pretty close.
Okay, they're pretty close.
And they do sometimes they do
They're
a little
space
they do a
buddies.
little exchange.
Got it.
I call him Alon.
Elon.
And he's never corrected me.
Elon.
Seems
Chateau
okay.
Elon.
Yeah. Hey guys, you want to do this one with the wait what's?
Sure.
Yeah, I would
Let's
like
talk
to do
about the
this
things in this movie that made us go wait what. I'm going to start my good friend Panda Panda.
For him being Dr. Lovestruck, and it's trying to be hush hush about it. It is
been
Love Struck. That was on Broadway.
No, that was
Love
great.
Struck on Broadway.
I wish I was caught that show with you
Yeah,
guys.
it was really good.
It sounds really good. He is. He does everything to highlight the fact that he's possibly Dr. Lovestruck. And first of all, they talk pretty openly, like around the office, that he's Dr. Lovestruck, which I get would be a little difficult to keep. But considering that there's that many people, it's surprising that hasn't gotten out. But second of all, everyone carries around the blue mugs that basically just say the name of the paper, except him. He carries a Dr. Lovestruck mug.
That's right.
Around the office. And I just,
That is the weird one.
And that's a bold move. That to
Yeah.
me is a bold move.
Yes.
If you're trying to
Hiding
keep
in plain sight.
it's bold. I am confused about something. At one point, she goes back to the bookstore to sign books.
more books.
Yes.
More
Yes.
books.
Yes.
And these are customized orders that people have placed. I feel like there's an easier way of doing this than her having to go back to the bookstore to pick up. I am confused.
think
What
they
is
established that she, at her reading, she sold out.
Oh,
And so she went back to do
good.
the extras. So
That's
everyone
good.
that they sold, when they sold out, whoever was there and didn't get one ordered one, and so that she went back to fill in those.
So there you go. There you go. I don't know if this is a wait what as much as it just drop in judo class.
Dude, I got to be honest.
That is one of the more jarring.
A walk-in, a walk-out. It's a spontaneous walk-ins welcome in the park judo class where they keep extra judo uniforms of every size there in case people want to show up and do some judo on their lunch break, I guess.
I'm here for it, but I've never been, of all the things I thought they were going to stumble upon in that park, give me 100 guesses. Dropping judo, didn't see it
she's
coming.
like, you playing this? And he's like, he makes a point to go, no, this is spontaneous. We're spontaneously going to take a martial art in the park. Look, I know Seattle's out there. And we're not Seattle over here on the East Coast. I've never been to Seattle. But spontaneous walk-in judo, like that is where you get a full robe. I mean, not some hippie out there going, you want to learn some judo? Not that.
That is wild.
Like they got the whole mats and everything out there.
That is wild. I did not see it coming.
Not a great money-making scheme. If you know ahead of time, I think that would help you.
It's wild. She mentions that she's going to have a new book that millions of people are going to read. Millions.
She's big time.
She's big. I mean, she's next level, guys. She might be.
She's actually doing a translation of the Bible. That's what she's doing.
Like millions.
Yeah.
That's. I'll just leave it there. That's wild. You are next level. And I finally, and maybe this is just me. It seems odd to me that she is as mad at him about the Dr. Lovestruck thing because he's contractually obligated, right, to not divulge that information.
Thing about this is I can see it both ways.
Okay.
Like I can see.
Convince me, Dan.
The one, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. She's very mad at him when she's a writer too and should know that these things. But also, we're not talking about like, you know, the secret of NIM.
Exactly right.
We're not talking about like.
I wrote down, like, am I missing something?
Yes.
Is Dr. Lovestruck also in the CIA?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, you give love advice.
That's right.
That's it. Like, the bar could not be lower for an anonymous writer.
Anyone else in Seattle would go, hey, just between you and me, it's me.
Right. No kidding.
That is like, so I 100% get taking your job seriously. But the flip side of that is, you may as well be writing for the Orlando Sentinel.
He doesn't.
Like you just,
Hey, you stop.
all you're doing is giving love advice anonymously. You're not getting just a megaphone out. You're just being like, hey, full disclosure, you can't say anything. I'm Dr. Lovestruck.
And
why would he just do that?
And it's not even like he likes it.
No, he hates
like he
it.
wants the promotion. He wants to like be done with it.
Yeah, that was actually what I wrote down, which is she's super duper passionate about the science of love. And this guy is writing Dr. Lovestruck because he has to. Like, he is not passionate about it. It's just part of his job. He has to do. So, like, but I get the other side of it, which is legally I'm bound. I can't do this. She should understand that. But also, bro, one of you has sold millions of books. You write an anonymous advice column
For
in
a magazine.
Seattle. Like, calm down.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Both ends.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I had that one. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it's her sister that she's an artist. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in her house, she's got paintings, staggering around. And then she also has her TV hung on the wall. And on her TV, all the time, is one of her art pieces.
Yeah. It's impressive.
And I found that to be both impressive and also, we get it.
Well, it's like, we met Brian Harold, and he brings his books around with him everywhere. We've got one we have to put here on the table, but he also, he wears this jacket that is made up of all these patches of all of his books. He just wears it around. Like he
Is it a little pretentious? A little bit.
He
but
drops it into conversation. It's weird. Like we're not even talking about ketchup pants, Brian.
Like, if you are an artist and you hang up your own art in your house, that's great. Fine, do that's great. But to turn on your TV before anybody ever comes to your house, go to the USB thing. Like it's like what we do here.
Yes.
Every time we're just gonna put the Deck the Hallmark
what if I
logo
did that
on
at my house?
That'd be weird. That'd be a weird thing to do. It's a
Tell me
weird
I'm not
thing.
going to get a bookshelf and just put 2 rows of I'll Be Home for Christmas movies up in my house.
Oh, you better believe it.
Be like, oh, there's this new book I want you to read. There it is.
The thing is like people like, I could get the cover of our book enlarged, frame it, put it on my wall. No one would think anything of it. But the minute I put it on my TV, that gets weird. That gets weird.
That's weird.
At the party thing at the end of this movie, towards the end of it,
The gala?
Yeah. So she's like kind of looking around, and her sister's like, "You looking?" I think it's her sister again. You looking for Nate? And she's like, "No." And so she I want to paint this picture for you. She walks straight to the stairs.
Yeah.
And she goes to walk up the stairs, and my guy walks in right behind her.
Yep.
And somehow he didn't see her walk by.
Didn't do it.
Didn't see it at all. Even though literally right in front of him for a few seconds walking to the stairs. Didn't see it at all. Found that to be pretty darn impressive. And then last but not least, I was caught in the middle of a railroad track.
What?
I looked around and I knew there was no turning back. My mind raced. And I thought, what could I do? And I knew there was no help from you. You've been love struck.
Nicely done.
Dan?
Can we talk about this gala that starts in the middle of the day and goes all the way till pitch black dark? Because that is a gala I don't want to attend. What is this gala?
I don't want to go to any gala.
The way that it's described is it's a combination of like all the journalists, right? Like it's a magazine, newspapers, but it conveniently looks like all the people that were at the book signing earlier just dressed up.
It's probably fair.
It is weird. The grand romantic gesture that this guy does at this gala, let me tell you, it is not grand. It's not romantic. He literally just has a microphone and asks a question. And while he has the microphone, it has to be the hottest mic in the world because he is holding it at his navel. That thing is at his belly button down here, and he's talking, and we're picking up every single word. I do think at the beginning when she does this book signing that the guy that owns the bookstore intimates that they're going to do another one again next week. Yeah. She's doing weekly book signings of a book that's been out for a while.
Yes.
Now, she really is writing the Bible. She's really doing it.
Wait, when's the next Bible signing?
I don't know. It's coming up soon. Eugene's got to get out there. No? Okay. There's a guy, the sister is dating this guy, and she's trying to convince him to be vegan or whatever. And they're making vegan chili, and he's like, I've perfected the recipe. It all comes down to paprika. And let me just tell you something. I get it. I'm not a vegan. There's not enough paprika in the world. There is no way that it comes down to just paprika. You can't put anything else you want in there and it's just about the amount of paprika that you have going on there. That doesn't make any sense. There are 4 people that work in Brooks Darnell's office space, and the boss cannot remember Larry's name. Can't. Mm-hmm. And I know it's played for laughs, but there's literally 4 people. At this point, it's just psychological abuse. Like you know his name. You're just doing it. So he goes home and just worries about himself. Like, is my name Larry? I don't know if it is Larry. After she finds out that Brooks hasn't been telling her the truth about being Dr. Lovestruck, she gets really upset, and she goes back to her marker board, which has her 4 steps on it. And she does something that I've done no less than a dozen times this year. Tried to erase a marker board unsuccessfully. She gets that eraser on that dry erase board, and she goes to town and it does very, very little. Like it knocks a very small dent into what is still a massive marker problem on the board. She's waited too long. She needs to get the spray and the paper towel out. The eraser did not get the job done. I'm really, really sorry. There is one of my favorite extras of all time in this movie. When she asks where he is and walks out of the room, there's a guy standing at the punch bowl who has his hands crossed like this, and he looks side eyes just off the camera. I think he's looking at the director. He could not look more uncomfortable, and I love every second of it. I
Shout
rewound
out.
it to get extra time with this guy doing this.
Extra time with the extra.
Just extra, if you will.
Extra, get your pay.
That's right. Yeah.
Orlando Sentinel, Nichols.
Please.
That's all I got.
I just want to say really quickly, I pulled up the live on our Facebook thing, and it does live captions in real time.
And it's probably spot on with us.
It is pretty darn impressive. I've been watching it during your thing, and it was crushing it.
Wow. Thanks for listening too, Brandon.
It's all about the paprika. I was reading, actually.
Paprika.
I was
Good.
following along via reading,
That's right.
which is the best way to...
On 10-second
That's
delay.
exactly right. That's exactly
That's how
right.
Trace produces the show.
Guilty. It is all about the paprika
That's right. Yep. You
and
nailed
the
it.
base.
Yep.
No trouble.
You guys want to do What the Homework?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last What the Homework of Fall. I guess the last What the Homework of Fall was in Taking the Reins.
Yeah, that was at Bramble
Yeah.
Fest back in September.
Panda, take it away.
On Nathan's desk, he has what at first looks like autographed baseballs, but when you look at it more closely, they're softballs. They're huge softballs, and
Just standard size softballs.
well, yeah, but yes,
they're not
huge.
big
They're huge,
softballs.
or they're huge baseballs, standard softballs.
They're softballs.
But they seem huge. Okay, they're massive. I don't know what you want. They're big.
Are they softballs or are they beach balls?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go softball.
Okay.
Because
wanted to
I'm
make sure
pretty
that-
sure they're not
The
They're
viewer
standard
knew.
size softballs.
right.
standard size softballs, but they look. I thought, okay, they're big boys. Is what I'm trying to say, and they're autographed. Normally you typically see autographed baseballs, those kind of things.
Yes.
You don't see a lot of
Not
autographed
autographed
softballs.
softballs.
I would like to know, hey, what is that? He doesn't
Clearly,
show
you've never
any
seen
sort of
Jenny Sandler pitch.
true. I have seen her.
Really?
She's great.
Prove it.
How am I going to do that?
Just there's a thing.
If there was one person that you could prove, it's Jenny.
That's right.
Okay. Big wines.
No.
Wind
No,
up.
Ready?
God, no.
Go.
Go.
Do
Do
that
that
pitch.
pitch.
Do
Do
that.
that-
Do
do
that. Do
that
that
right
way.
away.
Everyone does that while she's doing it.
Yeah. I should have known better. I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
I'll do better. Jenny.
So I want to know about and they maybe touched on this a little bit, but I want to know about the origin of Dr. Love Struck and how it can just go from writer to writer.
Like a
Doesn't
Dear
really-
Abby.
Yes.
So yeah, but it just goes. I want to know how it all happened and all that good stuff. Dan.
It started with this lady in the Pacific Northwest named Rosemary, if you can believe it.
Wow.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Amazing.
Thank you. I've got two. One is the woman doing the wine tasting has decided upon an accent.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a choice that she made. And I want to know where that idea came from, because that is not that woman's native tongue. It is out there. It is something out of like Mario Kart. And she is doing it as a sommelier, and it is wonderful. And I want to know if that was the director's note, or was that all her? I got to have that information. And then second, this woman has written, what did they say? 4 books now? 4 books?
3 or 4.
About the science of dating. She has a list of possible next books that she's not started yet. The list includes Mapping the Dating Experience, Opposites Attract, Chemical Complexity, Supplements for Love, Process of Attraction. Those are all the same idea, and they're all the ideas she's already written about 4 times, just with different titles. Why did they do that? Why did they put those up on a marker board? Why not just like not do that? or maybe have those in like more of like a bubble or something where it doesn't look like she's decided on a title for a new book that sounds just like an old book she's already written. That's all I got.
That sounded snarky the way you did that.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Didn't mean it.
This is not the time to be snarky.
I don't want to be.
What the Hallmark is sacred.
I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately.
What have you been trying to be lately?
You know, just me.
Does it like
Party on the rooftop, top of the world.
peace of mind? Hey, we did it, everybody!
Hey.
Fall harvest in the books.
Yeah, it is.
Book it.
Up next, countdown to Christmas.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
Very
Christmas
exciting.
time.
Very exciting.
Bring it.
And a really fun week we have the rest of the week. We've got a Lifetime preview show coming up with our friend Patrick. We've got Netflix TV, Christmas TV preview coming up. And then we got a kickoff. And that's still in the works.
Yeah,
What
you're
that-
gonna love it.
You're going to love it. You're
Gonna
going
be great.
to
It's gonna
love
be
it.
on Friday, maybe.
Friday.
You're gonna love it.
And
Love
then
it.
Saturday, we kick it all off live.
6
deckthehallmark.com/live. You're going to love it. You're going to love the way you look. I guarantee it.
Guarantee it.
Let's go to really quick to the double decker
I
of the
have
week.
that it's Maria Doyle, but I feel like that's the last one we did. You would remember, right, Panda?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it again
It's-
just to be
Let's
safe.
do it just because you hate
Wow.
to miss out on the
Yeah,
Doyle.
you don't wanna-
And thankfully, there's a lot about Doyle
Is she
that is
top notch?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's what multiple things we could say about Doyle.
Okay.
But one of the more interesting things, if we had to double back around, I would say,
back around.
yeah, double back around.
Yeah.
Has a podcast that she does. She doesn't like letting a lot of people know, but it is starting to explode,
Okay.
especially around the holiday
She doesn't
and
like
Halloween
letting
season.
people know.
She's the only person that has a podcast and doesn't want to talk about
She
it.
doesn't-
Yeah, she's very humble.
I just
and
do
I
it for the
appreciate
art.
that. I appreciate
That's
it.
typically me, wildly enough. People like at school, kids be like, "What's your podcast about?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
Why are you ashamed?
I'm
Yeah.
not ashamed. I just don't tell anyone. I'm just
Why?
like, if you want to know about
Oh,
our
what's
podcast-
that? Is that the rooster crowing?
Traitor. It hurts to be denied, doesn't it, Brain?
It does hurt.
Man, this sounds like the Bible that Homegirl wrote.
So, anyways, she has a spooky.
Yeah. It's
For
a spooky
spooky
It's called
season?
Creeping It Real.
Creeping it real.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And it's about
She likes to profile different things that creep authentically.
so it's not really about being scary. It's just things that look like they're creepy crawly, but they do it real. Like,
Oh,
give
they
me an
keep it,
example of something that creeps.
Well, I mean, ferns kind of creep. The
plant?
Yeah, they sometimes do that. Yeah, they
ferns can't creep. They're stuck in the
Wait,
ground.
do you
rooted
mean-
in the ground?
I
Yeah,
think
if the
you're.
roots
I
what
think
do
creep,
you think
the
that
roots
creep means?
Well, roots creep.
No, they grow very, very slowly. Creep. You have
Well,
to be able
that's
to
creeping, Dan.
No, my gosh, it's not creeping. It's like you kill.
They creep
if you
very slow.
watch
How
the
about
root
kudzu?
for a day? No, you're just thinking of plants.
Spiders creep.
Yes,
She'll
yes,
talk about
we got it.
spiders. She talks about
we
that.
Did. Kudzu, this guy.
Kudzu's one of them. I don't know
That's
what you
not-
want. That's
you know what?
episode 7.
You know what, Maria?
That's episode 7.
That's not creeping it real. And I will say that to you. There's one way to creep.
The
real
Monster
way.
Mash.
Sometimes it's scary. Sometimes it's silly. But when you flip your flapjacks and notice across the floor, there's something amiss. And that amiss is a near miss, a right miss, a wrong miss, a could miss, a wouldn't miss, a creepy, crawly, real life kiss. Creeping it real with Maria Doyle.
I thought that was the Kid Zoo episode. Did we play the wrong one?
Maria, what? I thought you were playing the intro to the show.
Yes.
That's how she starts.
Episode 17. Pancakes. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. You guys ever, first of all, happy Halloween. Say, well, you guys ever seen the pancakes?
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks, Larry. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
What's one of those things that really throws you off about them?
They creep like crazy.
Yeah, they really do. You put in one, you hope it's a circle, it creeps it right
Why
away.
here's
the
keep
thing.
creeping?
Here's something that I noticed too. When I put syrup on my pancakes, they just start sliding right away.
Creeping
Creeping,
like
the
a
syrup's
slide
creeping.
wheel one time.
They're creeping on me once, creeping on me twice.
Hey, how about
Creepy
when the
one.
pancakes are really hot and it melts the butter?
Oh, that's creepy.
Creepy.
Hey, why don't you want to tell anybody about our podcast, Maria? I do a lot of work here.
Well, it's not
I do a lot of work. You don't say a thing. I heard you. You just were quiet. Somebody said they heard about a creep podcast. You said, not me.
Well, we have to clap.
Hey, Doyle, come in here. It's your boss, Shanks. Yeah? Doyle? I'm Doyle. Are you sure? No. Hey, Doyle sent me because she's running late. She's in the crapper. Does she have a podcast? Yeah, it's called Creeping It Real. Maria, tell him.
No.
See, that didn't look well. That didn't look well on you.
Yeah, the optics are bad.
Who are you?
Creeping.
Man, there were
that was
so many layers and none of them were good.
None of them were good.
None of them.
We did, everybody. We're going to be back tomorrow with some more fun stuff, getting us ready for the holiday season. It's the holiday season. The
holiday season.
It's October, but we don't care. Trick or treat and then put up your tray. See you tomorrow. Until the
Merry
next video.
Christmas. Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast. It's presented by Philo TV. It's produced by Brandon Gray and recorded live in, Greenville, South Carolina. Set decor is by Plum at Haywood Mall. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on Bramble Jam Podcast Network, you can go to bramblejampodcast.com.